right, y'all, it is date night. So you know we about to do some makeup. Okay, let's start off. These are the creams that I am using for tonight. This is what I have on my face. This is why it's so oily and nice and glowy and all that good stuff. All right, starting off with my MAC concealers. We're gonna go ahead and lay underneath our brows. Now, I told y'all that I used to do my brows and eyeshadow first, but lately I have just been going straight for the eyeshadow and come in and do the brows last. Now I did it enough times to see if I liked it, and I like it, so we sticking with it. So basically the same concealer that I use to arch my brows is what I'm using as my base for my eyeshadow. Now you have to put a base down for your eyeshadow. It could be concealer or eyeshadow primer, just so your eyeshadow can stay on and the color can be vibrant enough, okay? And once this is down nice and flat, I'm gonna go in with my blush called Raizen by MAC Cosmetic, and I'm going right here in the crease, and I'm just gonna be doing strokes back and forth while I wiggle the brush in circular motion. This is gonna be my transitional color, so whatever I put on my lid is gonna transition beautifully up there, okay? Tonight I'm wearing a black dress, so I'm gonna give myself a little smoky eye. I'm using Juvia's Place, the coffee shop, and I think I'm gonna go in with like one of the dark browns, and I'm just gonna put that at the end of my eye. I haven't decided accessory colors yet, so let's decide right now, either silver or gold. Let's go ahead and do gold, because gold always look good on some brown skin. So for the smoky, I'm just staying at the end, and I'm just going in circular motions like this. See that? And I'm slightly going into the crease. But you see how that orange color is still popping out? Just like that. And we're leaving this open to put the gold in. Let me just say this. If you're looking for some quality makeup brushes, do not sleep on MAC Cosmetic, okay? This brush is probably, I've had this brush probably for 10 years. When I used to work at MAC, we used to have to put the color of what we choose at the bottom so no other artists would take out brushes. And I haven't been a MAC girl since I was like 26. I'm 37 years old, and look, the brush is still in amazing quality. Just saying, do not sleep on MAC. I haven't thrown a lot of my MAC brushes away. Just to compare, this is your Saint Laurent brush, and it's already like, you know, just so you know. And I worked at Saint Laurent about 2019, so about 6 years ago. And this one right here is like 10 years old. Okay, since we decided to go with a gold, we're gonna go with my notepad. Don't even mind all this. What matters is the inside. She have two beautiful golds inside of here. I'm gonna use this gold. This gold stands out a lot. And we're just gonna place that right in the front of our eye. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. It appear like I have a cut crease. Now, when you're messing with colors that have like glitter particles, you want to be careful, because you can see those little particles right there. They can start moving and make that line look messy. So you want to go a little slow when you do this part. My blending brush. Bring that dark color into it. To mix the two colors in, you're just gonna wiggle them in the middle like this. Like wiggle, 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 wiggle. That's how you get them to blend beautiful next to each other. All right, so if you want to add a little razzle dazzle to the eyes, we're gonna use our Dazzle Shadow Liquid, and this is in the shade Flash or Dash by MAC Cosmetic. Okay, we're just gonna put this right on top. Like, the gold is already golden, but I like to use this when I just want to like be extra. And because it's during the holidays, let's be a little bit more festive. How about that, huh? Look at that. It just add a little bit of bling bling. Every time I come around, bling bling. You ever have something that just works so well that you just never replace it? That's my e.l.f. liquid liner. I like this liner because the brush on it is easy to just zoop and get a nice wing liner, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. So watch this. Like that. All right, and because I'm gonna be dancing and grooving all night, I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Grip Primer. So to make sure this foundation stays on all night through all the sweat. If I sweat, I'm not really a sweater, but just in case I do, we're gonna make sure this foundation stays on, baby. Now, if you ain't never listened to me before, get this foundation while it's only $17, okay? It's One Size by Patrick Starr. I'm gonna show you how beautiful it goes on. I was obsessed for a long time. I couldn't find my shade, and let me tell you my shade right now. Hold on, let me find it. I am dark deep 25N. Okay, so I like to go like this. Like just put it all over instead of using that one section and just like wasting your foundation. Right, like butter. Goes on like butter, and I put it everywhere except under my eyes. Under my eyes, I leave that open for my concealer. Look at that skin. Look at that skin. Come on now, One Size. And again, this is in the shade Dark Deep 25N. I like to use Juvia's Place Liquid Concealer. This is in the number 11. We just blended this one down. We're gonna blend this one down. Pick up through my before. So I just pat it down. This patting helps cover it up. Swiping exposes the skin, so we don't want to do that. We want to pat it. And I just go like this. And pat it up. And I just take the residue from my foundation brush and I just pat the edges so I don't see any harsh lines. You know, as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about something that I decided yesterday. I decided that I wasn't going to watch or binge any content that has nothing to do with the season that I'm in. Like, a lot of content be so relatable to me, so like I'll start watching it. Like, a lot of people are going through a lot of losses in this season, or life is just not on their side in this season, and I'll stop and watch that content because it's so relatable. Like, I remember when I was in that season. Or, you know, I'll see videos about millenniums and how we need a refund because life ain't working in our favor, and I had to say, Cheyenne, stop watching it. That is not your life right now. You live a very rich life. You live a very abundant life. And yeah, there may be things that aren't fair. And yeah, there may be things that you were promised and wasn't given. And yeah, there may be things that you're still currently actively trying to go after. You live a very rich life. You know, you're not missing out on any hair appointments. You're not missing out on no vacations. You're not missing out on no birthdays. You still go to luxury restaurants. You still have everything you need, everything you want. So why are you taking on these people's problems? I had a real conversation with myself and I said, stop doing that. Because you need to be watching the content that is going to bring more abundance in your life. You need to be watching the content that's going to bring better opportunities in your life. You need to be watching the content that's letting you know that you're at the right place at the right time and help is on the way. All right, so we're going to be using Laura Mercier in the color Translucent for my baking powder. But the first thing you want to do is make sure you cover them lines, baby girl. There we go. Get your powder brush. And you want to set this in all the places you put the concealer in. You see how the eyeshadow pop too? The eyeshadow pop once you put that concealer under your brows and get rid of the darkness shade under the eye. It really begins to pop. Okay, for my powder, I'm going to be using Fit Me in the number 355. I really like my One Size powder, but it's really low and I'm waiting on my new one to come in the mail. But in between time, I have found that this Maybelline Fit Me fits me. I'm going in with my One Size contour, and this is in the shade Dark Trio, Legendary Press Rec, and Back Row. They have a 6% off sale, and of course everybody took this shade. Of course they did. It's so good. I like to just mix all of them in and just go like that for my contour. I really don't know what I'm gonna do when this is all gone, because MAC have upgraded their powders to, let me show you, to the talc-free version. This is how the new one look, but the old formula, chef kiss. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it's gone. But we're going to brush away. I'll set in powder with this. This is NW40 by MAC Cosmetic. Even the shades are not the same anymore, so you gotta be careful with that. Don't go in there thinking that the new NW40 is gonna look like this. so smooth. I'm gonna miss it. Alright, when you put on all your powder to get your face from looking too powdery, we're gonna use our Easy Bake Cuter Beauty Setting Spray. I like to spray it first because sometimes it be coming out funny. And this just helps everything blend seamlessly. So we're just gonna let this die down. We're gonna be using our Benefit pencil. It is a little expensive. I think it's like $28, but I just like how precise it gets the brow. It's literally called Precisely Brow for a reason. So here we go. I start by like outlining it. And then the hairs in the front, I just kind of go upwards, like small strokes of hair, like that. And then I kind of just go to the top with the arch and bring it on down. Then I do go in with the gel afterwards to just hold them down. I like to go in with MAC Dip Down, and I like to put that on my brow. It's an eyeliner gel, but I use it as a brow gel. And I'm just gonna put it at the ends. Because sometimes, you know, when like you have hair in your way and sometimes the hair be like fading your brow away. So I just put this on my brow to make sure it ain't going nowhere. And I don't put it in the front, just at the end, because you want the front to look natural. All right, y'all, can y'all guess what we missing? Blush. I'm gonna be using Rare Beauty in the color Love. This blush so much, just look. It has like this glow to it. You can never put on too much blush. I saw somebody on Threads ask earlier, like, what are you guys doing to make sure your blush don't come off? Because mine is always coming off by the end of the day. Put a lot. And when you think you put a lot more. That way, when that first or second layer go down, that third layer is gonna carry you through the night. Baby, do not be shy about the blush. So I know everybody put their blush on differently, so I am old school. I still like put the most on the balls of my cheek, and then I go upwards. You may see some people like put it across their nose. I don't want to be no Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers. I don't do that. You know, you may see people go in a little bit into their concealer. I don't like that either. I like it just like this. And that's the thing I love about makeup. You can do it the way you want. Now what we're gonna do again? We're gonna spray again. All right, let's go on with the lips. I'm using Chestnut by MAC Cosmetic. And if you don't have this in your kit, why not? Why not? Like, seriously, why not? Like, every girl needs Chestnut in the kit. You see my lips are already moisturized. You want to have the moisturizer sitting on it the whole time you're doing your makeup. So by the time you do your lips, it just glide on and you don't got to worry about no crust. Y'all know it's winter, them lips be getting dry. You got to keep them moist. And I tell everybody, don't forget about this M. Don't just go straight across. One thing I cannot stand is when it just, you can see the line. I like my lips to look like an ombre, like it goes into the lipstick. I don't want to see like a line, like a harsh line. And so therefore you're gonna color it in and just leave the middle open. Shade of the night is Modesty by MAC Cosmetic, and this is a cream shade, so it's gonna go more creamy. Not on that, which is perfect because, you know, the weather. Keep the lips moisturized. See what I mean? Like, it just, the liner just blends in with the color. It's not giving harsh lines in the lipstick. You don't want to know where it starts or where it ends. You want them to just like coexist perfectly together. And you know what we're gonna do? Spray one more time. If you're wondering why your makeup isn't lasting long enough, you're probably not setting your face enough. You're probably only just setting it after you finish, and you don't want to do that. And now we're gonna seal it with our one sides on till dawn. So I always tell people to hold their breath with this because it can be pretty strong, so hold your breath. This is going to make sure that your makeup stays on. This is going to make sure your makeup stays on all night long. Ladies, is the reason why I keep telling you, learn how to do your makeup. Because any moment, your man could be like, get dressed, I'm taking you out. Get ready, we're going out tonight. And you want to look good. And you need the skills to do that, okay? If you want to learn how to do your makeup, DM me. I have plenty of packages starting at $150 for you ladies to learn how to do your makeup. It's no excuses, okay? It's 2025. We're going into 2026. You got to learn how to do a brow. You got to learn how to do some blending on the eyes. You got to learn how to do an ombre lip. You got to learn how to put the blush on right. We got to teach you, okay? Okay? So DM me. I'll send you my packages, and let's get it rocking.